Jack. There's a statewide APB out on him.
Jack's okay. He has something up his sleeve. He's not worried about being caught.
How do we help?
We go after the other side of the equation. Jack has a lesion and its cronies running scared. We go after the doctor and some of the other guys.
With the whole department breathing down our necks.
It's time for action, Herschel. It's time for change. Jack's crossed the Rubicon and we have to be on the other side ready to help.
Christ, what was that?
Explosion. Something big.
You think it's the Reds? You think those Rusky sons of bitches that dropped the H-bomb on us?
Calm down, Herschel. We need to be ready for the call.
I'm not waiting for an invitation. Get in the car and head for the cloud. KGPL can give us the details on the way.
All units, 2077 reports.
All units, reports of an explosion. Alternative location is south of Santa Monica. West of, stand by for further. All units, car 88K reports an explosion downtown. Repeating, 88K is reporting an explosion downtown. All units, stand by for further.
We have looters around the corner. Cuff them or put them down. We need to get this area under control.
Get cocked, you little prick! Get that bastard, Cole! Now ain't the time to be looking for a profit, asshole! The commander will want us to see. Let's go. Jesus. I'd never seen nothing like this.
I wish I could say the same. It's like a bomb's gone off. Jesus Christ. Poor people.
We gotta find out what went down.
Wasn't nuclear. If it was, we'd all be dead from the radiation.
That's reassuring. What's radiation?
Everyone inside the factory was vaporized. Look at the size of that crater.
What's going on over there?
The mayor is going on television, appealing for calm.
Television? Who can afford one of those things?
Anything to go on?
You're looking at the remains of Nicholson electroplating. I have an idea of what might have caused the explosion, but I'm only guessing. Have a look around the rubble, see if you come up with it.
Worlds turn upside down.
Then it's time for us to do our jobs.
Baby.
Not sure this means much.
That's it, Mr. Mayor. We're wrapped.
Well, good. Thank you very much, son. Think it went okay?
Couple of hiccups, but that's to be expected. Nobody's ever done this before. We'll get better with practice.
That maybe goes for me too, son. Should have played it a little more somber. What do you think, son?
No, Mr. Mayor. You came across as, very resolute.
Sweet heavens above.
I doubt it.
I thought Forvix was a tough break.
Hey, detective! I think I got something here.
Doesn't look like anything. Any idea what this is?
Very large egg cup? A Viking helmet? How would I know, Phelps?
Looks to me like some kind of machine component. An airplane part, maybe. Doesn't tell me anything. No good to me.
Phelps! I think I found something over here.
Looks like all that's left. We can try the launder tag.
Detective, you seen this yet? Come take a look.
Blew the locker open, but shielded the contents. Let's see what we got in here. Only OSS agents use these things. We'll need to get the film developed to see if there's an espionage angle. Any ideas, Herschel?
None that I care to utter for public consumption.
Tomoko Akamoto. Japanese name.
What is it?
A substitution cipher. The Germans used them in the war. These are cipher rings.
You know what to do with them?
Maybe. They used them in OCS. These first letters are the cipher key. The rest of the message should align itself. address, 133 North Vermont Avenue.
Don't touch the camera. You have any idea how much these things cost, Matt? Stay back.
We don't have enough airtime to speak to both of you, kid.
Out of the way, boy. I need to compose myself. You think this suit looks appropriate? Oh, who cares what you think? Get on with the investigation.
I'm Fred Nicholson.
This is your place?
What's left of it? 32 years of work up in smoke.
Can you tell us what happened?
Our chief chemist, Harold McClellan, was using this area to test the new process.
What exactly is this new process?
That's classified information, son.
A lot of people died here, Mr. Nicholson. I'm prepared to go to the press and tell them it was your fault. What is the new process?
A way to chemically polish aluminum. It's traditionally done by hand. It's extremely labor-intensive. The process could be worth millions.
Who is Tomoko Akamoto?
Dr. McClellan's personal assistant. She came highly recommended.
Akamoto was involved in industrial espionage. Was she working for you or for a foreign government?
That's a ridiculous assertion. How can you possibly say she was a spy?
How many of your other employees carry spy cameras in their handbags?
Jesus, Mary and Joseph, she was selling me out.
If she wasn't a foreign spy, who could she have been working for?
It could be other plating companies. But the big customers for the process are the aircraft manufacturers. Lockheed, Boeing, Hughes, North American.
What can you tell us about McClellan?
A brilliant chemist. He approached me a few months ago with the idea for the new process.
So no one has ever done this before?
No, but it's legitimate research.
So you thought McClellan could do what no one else could do? You were prepared to take that risk?
Look, he was a trained chemist, and his ideas could revolutionize electroplating.
And you would be rich.
This man, what's wrong with turning a buck?
You blew up 6 blocks! God knows how many people are dead.
I regret that.
That's laudable.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Nicholson. Can you send us Dr. McClellan and Miss Akamoto's personnel files?
I will if I can find them.
By the way, we also found the collar of a shirt. It has a laundry tag.
Likely to be Dr. McClellan. The majority of people who work here don't use a laundry service.
Went up in smoke, or is he still alive?
You'd ask the same question about Tomoko. Detective Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you speak to someone at the Army Air Force Base for me, please?
Of course, Detective.
Tell them I have what I believe is an aircraft part. It's polished metal, light for its size, and it looks like a cone of some sort. It's stamped on the inside. P&W Wasp Major R4360.
I'll get back to you, Detective, when you check in for messages. Anything else?
I need an address for Superior Laundry Services.
Closest store to your location is in Wilshire, 4766 Melrose Avenue.
Thanks for your help.
You don't need to turn here. Right up ahead. Dead on.
Rise and shine, please.
Left up ahead.
What do you need?
Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We have one of your laundry tags. Can you tell us who it might belong to?
Are you kidding? I got work to do, Mac. Here's the customer book. Knock yourself out.
Number was J2620, Cole.
Who is Hangstrom?
Could be someone else from the factory. Does he have an address?
No. Dead end. Thank you for all your help, sir. Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, batch 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for an Oscar Hangstrom.
Checking. No residential listing for anyone by that name, Detective. Sorry.
Thanks, man. You drive. I need to go over the case.
So where do you want to go?
Well, well. Why the cloak and dagger routine, Miss Akamoto?
Somebody turned the place over. Do you think I could fit in there? I couldn't fit in there.
I'd like to think you would have had something more to say about getting shoved in a fridge, Herschel. Might be a class ring. James Lindbergh. Very expensive watch. Favored by flyboys. I always wanted one as a kid.
That's funny. As a kid, all I wanted was some food on the table.
You know what this is, Biggs?
Sure. That apartment gives you one of those when you retire.
Looks like we have a match.
Interesting thing, this Sakamoto. What is it exactly?
Microfilm. A document shrunk to the size of your thumbnail.
Brought amazing eyesight.
Doesn't give me anything to go on. It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
One to the head, one to the heart. Point blank.
Biggs, Edge 525. I'll need a couple of black and whites at 133 North Vermont Avenue, Wilshire. We'll need an ambulance in the corner. Probably a team from technical services as well.
Detective Phelps, badge 1247, messages please.
You need to call Ray Pinker urgently.
Can you put me through?
It's ringing now.
We're on our way in.
Nix that. I got a message from Lindbergh Field. An airplane tech there identified your part.
What is it?
He said it was a prop spinner from either a Corsair or a B-50. Fits over the center of the propeller and protects the pitch gearing.
So it's a military part.
Could be, but get this. The Spruce Goose runs 8 Wasp R-4360s. I think you better get over there and check it out.
We're on it. You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
It's a military project, gentlemen.
Can you state your business?
Detectives, Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We're investigating the explosion. We have reason to believe there may be a link to Hughes' aircraft.
I'm sorry, I can't help you there, Detective. Without authorization from military HQ, you won't be allowed onto this facility.
What seems to be the problem, gentlemen? Hey, Biggs. You're not still with the LAPD.
Right so, mates. Can you help us out here?
Sure. What seems to be the problem?
We're working the big explosion at the electroplating plant. I found a part there that belongs to one of your planes.
I work head of security for Mr. Hughes now. I'll take full responsibility. I'm sure we can clear this up. Follow me. It's the big hangar. You can't miss it.
Who is Mapes? And what's his connection to Howard Hughes?
Vernon Mapes used to work Advice. Word is he runs fuck pads for Hughes' starlets.
Him. Earl and Mapes would seem.
Mapes was the role model for creeps like Earl.
Follow me.
Good day, miss. That thing really fly?
Mr. Hughes believes so. Amazing, isn't she?
So, this is the spruce.
Jesus Christ, Biggs, you want to get me fired? Mr. Hughes hates that fucking man. It's the H-4 Hercules to you.
You mind answering a few questions, Mr. Biggs?
Call me Vernon, kid. Fire away.
You know anything about the explosion that happened at Nicholson Electroplating this morning?
No more than anyone else. Heard the boom while I was shaving. Almost shit my pants. Thought it was Pearl all over again.
But you had no personal contact with any of the employees. And you have no idea what caused the explosion.
I'm in security. I handle Mr. Hughes' personal interests, if you get my meaning. I'm not directly involved in manufacturing.
Do you know Tomoko Akamoto?
Never heard of the broad. Why?
You don't happen to wear an LAPD tie pin, do you, Mapes?
Sometimes. I have a couple of them from my days on the force.
Do you know the chief chemist at Nicholson Electroplating, a Harold McClellan?
I've heard of the guy. He was pitching some fancy process to the company.
We know that you were sending parts to Nicholson for testing. Question is whether you're through Nicholson or cutting your own deal with McClellan.
Interesting theory, kid. How you gonna prove any of that?
How can you do those things like that? Wash it down with something.
We found a prop spinner in the wreckage. We believe it belongs to this aircraft.
We sent them some aluminum parts to test. Howard and the Boffins were interested in this guy McClellan's theories. McClellan was cutting out Nicholson. That's not our problem.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Mapes. Do you mind if we have a look around while we're here?
Sure. Knock yourself out.
Want to take a look inside her? And her?
It doesn't appear to be connected.
That is Marie the Body McDonald.
Does Hughes have her on contract to RKO?
Yeah, I bet he does.
circumstantial. McClellan's process was going to replace all this. Latitude 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. Longitude 76 degrees, 0 minutes west. West. 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. (76 degrees west). 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. (76 degrees west). Let's see where this is exactly. Bahamas. Somebody's already got their maiden flight planned. You're behind the wheel.
All right. Where to?
Anytime you two want some night security work, just give me a call.
Advice? Search the hangar. Something tells me we won't get another chance to tour around it.
I'm at a loss.
We should search the hangar. Something tells me we won't get another chance to tour around it.
Is that a Pratt & Whitney 4360?
Sure is. You know your motors.
Do you mind if I take a look at the prop spinner?
We're getting her ready for sea trials, so be quick about it.
What is the oily covering on the metal?
We coat the aluminum parts in linseed oil to preserve it from oxidization.
Let's see what Pinker has for us. He's probably done tinkering with that camera.
Thanks for the tour, Mapes.
Always happy to help the department. Hey, don't I know your face from the papers? You're the cop that's stripping that German boy.
Nah, I think you got the wrong guy, Vernon.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
So McClellan was selling his new process to Hughes and cutting out Nicholson.
Looks that way. This would never go all the way to Hughes. We'd have middlemen and stuff.
Someone like Mapes.
The word middleman was invented for guys like Mapes.
We bust in there and find the goddamn ethics.
I want to make homicide. You know you've made it.
I didn't come to California to be a secretary.
Any messages for me, Hopkins?
Not many you'd want to hear. Newspapers wanting interviews and rookies cussing you out, mostly.
Nothing else.
Pinker wants you in tech services. Maybe you'll be more popular downstairs.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
Hey, can you give me a hand? I got a hard case I need to break.
Yeah, I want to make homicide.
Hey, Cole.
You know, you've got it made. If you
You're not winning any popularity contests upstairs, you know.
Where do you stand?
I think you're a good cop, but I try and stay out of politics.
Everybody tries to stay out of politics, Ray.
Well, don't quote me on it, but I'm hoping that Parker will get the job and clean this place up. I have your photographs.
I say we bust in
You can
there
use
and
the
find
magnifier.
damn evidence.
There's quite a lot of detail.
Very funny.
I think you're right, Ray. We have our man. You take a nice photo, Phelps.
Bringing the Watcher a match for our John Doe. He's obviously the competitive bid. Can you get this over to Lockheed so we can get a name for this guy?
It's already on its way.
Millionaire, industrialist, aviator, and playboy, and Vernon Mapes, ex-dirty cop and business fixer. I found a similar tie pin along with a dead guy in a fridge.
Guy gave his wife a tap. I said, "Don't spare him."
Excellent photography, Tomoko. So Tomoko had the goods on McClellan. Too bad they blew the place to hell. Is this McClellan? Can anyone make out the street number behind him?
Are you kidding? With my eyesight?
Cole, can you help me with a little experiment? Use the eyedropper in front of you. One drop from each of the bottles on the desk. Place the drops in the Petri dish.
We got a stake ad down on 2nd later tonight.
It's okay, guys. Just a little experiment.
Can you guys knock it off?
Everyone's still jumpy from that bang this morning.
Very funny, Ray. You just took a couple of years off my life.
Did the same trick to me about an hour ago.
So that was the stuff that caused the explosion.
I think so. Acetic anhydride is almost as explosive as nitro, and when mixed with perchloric acid, it's very unstable. It needs to be cooled constantly. We used linseed oil, but you could add any organic compound to trigger an explosion.
3 little drops.
Yeah, and they were using a 100-gallon vat.
Parker or Green? I don't know who these were.
You ran the lead on Olympic. We finally collared him in Temple.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
McClellan's patent application. So we have McClellan raising a patent and selling to Hughes, and Akamoto copying the details for Lockheed. Where does that leave Nicholson?
With a great big hole in the ground.
I got the jitters again.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
What now? Help me out.
I say we get over to the house and see what we can find. Then we see the DA for a warrant on Mapes.
I got this gadget whiz guy.
You can drive.
Recording devices at the place.
So where do you want to go?
You know the way. You can drive.
Did he rig out? He's got a cannon.
This place stinks of petroleum.
Avgas, if I'm not mistaken. It's all around the floor. Hangstrom was flying today on TWA.
Hangstrom is dead, Cole. Why leave your ticket behind?
Mapes is cleaning up. Engstrom and McClellan are the same man.
The gas, Cole, the gas! We gotta get out of here right now! Look, by the stove! Shoot the gas line, Cole, we're out of here! There you are, shitheel. Come on, he's not getting away from us. No, you gotta get me closer. Get in close and steer him off the tar. Security men, Cole. Stay on Mapes. Knock them off the road if you have to, but stay on that fucker. Smash the son of a bitch's rear wheels. I need to get closer, Phelps. Keep it steady. Don't try to bust his tires.
Stop right there. Get out of the car slowly. Fire a warning round.
We're gonna have to go through all the security men first. I hope you're ready for a fight,
Aim at
Cole.
the tires. Stay down.
to explain this to me again. So the guy at the chemical plant, he's planning on selling his magic formula to another company and skipping town with his assistant, but he blows himself up before he can manage it. So why the dead body in the refrigerator?
Mapes, Captain. He was eliminating all competitors for the process. When it went bang, he burnt down the apartment to remove all connection between Hughes and the plant.
Mapes, right. I remember Vernon Mapes. The guy had good, honest cops hanging their heads in shame. Glad he's finally out of commission. I don't know if it'll do you any good, Phelps, but between the Spruce Goose and half the city exploding, you might just have made the case of the decade.